Have you ever looked at a really complex process?
Mm.
Maybe how something gets made or a service delivered at work, even just how information flows around the office,
Mm-hmm.
and just felt totally swamped?
Oh, yeah. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, isn't it?
And the real kicker, finding those hidden problems, the invisible waste that's just eating up time and money.
It really is. It feels like trying to find a leak somewhere in the walls. You know it's there, you feel the effects, but finding the source, that's tricky.
So how do you cut through all that? How do you, like, get a shortcut to really understanding how value gets delivered?
Well, today we're diving deep into a really powerful idea for that. Value stream mapping, VSM.
And our mission here is to walk you through the core ideas of VSM. Not just what it is, but really why it's so crucial for, well, for operational excellence
Yeah.
and how you can actually use it.
Yeah, how to apply it.
We're leaning heavily on Vishnu Rayapeddi's Your Gateway to Operational Excellence today. It lays out a great roadmap for this stuff. And here's an idea from it that really clicked for me right away. Wherever there is a product or service for a customer, there's a value stream. The problem lies in seeing it.
That's such a great way to put it. It's like the value stream is always there, but VSM is the tool that makes it visible, like putting on special glasses.
Exactly. So it lets you see more than just single steps.
Mhm.
You see where the waste actually comes from.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And it gives everyone a common language to talk about improvement. It
Mhm.
makes the decisions about flow much more obvious. It kind of ties all those lean ideas together.
Okay, let's get into it then. If we're talking value stream mapping, we probably need to define value stream first. What is it exactly?
Right. So a value stream is basically the set of all actions, and this includes both the value-adding ones and the non-value-adding ones that are needed to bring a specific product or service all the way from, say, raw material through to the customer.
The whole journey, end to end.
The whole journey, every single step.
So it's not just one department's piece, but the whole chain.
Exactly. And the source talks about three main types in a business. You've got the classic manufacturing one, raw materials to the customer.
Okay.
Then there's engineering, concept to launch, developing something new,
Right.
and administrative functions,
R-
order to cash, everything from getting the order to getting paid.
Got it.
But there's also this idea of the total value stream, which can be even bigger, like across multiple plants, even multiple companies, from the very first idea all the way to delivery, maybe even recycling, seeing the whole ecosystem.
Wow. Okay. That's a big picture view. So why is VSM so essential then? I mean, apart from just spotting waste, what's the real magic?
Well, like you said, it's not just seeing waste, it's finding the source. That's huge. It connects all the different lean tools and ideas, makes it clear where to focus.
Okay.
And it's, importantly, a quantitative tool. It helps you describe with numbers how things should run to create that smooth flow, not just documenting the mess you have now. It's a blueprint for getting better.
And it's got some history too, hasn't it? Didn't it come out of the auto industry?
Absolutely. Developed and really popularized there. And, car factories are often very focused, maybe making a few types of cars for specific customers. VSM works brilliantly there, but the principles, they apply everywhere.
Okay, so let's talk about how to actually do it. The source outlines 8 steps for value stream management. Step 1 seems pretty fundamental. Commit to lean.
Yeah, you can't skip this. It's all about leadership commitment, really committing, identifying champions, giving them real support, resources, investing in people.
So managers can't just delegate it and walk away.
No, they need to be involved. Go to the work area, the Jimbas, see it themselves, review the improvement ideas. It's about leading from the front.
And there are tools mentioned for this, like a team charter.
Right. The charter defines who's on the team, what they're focused on, the goals. Then you have status reports to keep sponsors and everyone else updated, and sunset reports.
Sunset reports.
Yeah, they capture what was learned, the results after a project finishes, so you don't lose that knowledge for next time. Really important for building capability.
Okay, commitment is step 1. Step 2, choose the value stream. How do you pick where to start? There must be tons of processes.
Good question. You start where you'll get the biggest bang for your buck, essentially. Focus on high-value, high-volume products or services.
Makes sense. Go for the big ones first.
Exactly. And that's where PQ analysis comes in. Product quantity. You basically chart out your products by how many you make or deliver over, say, 3 to 6 months. A Pareto chart usually makes it obvious which ones are the high runners.
Okay, the 80-20 rule kind of thing.
Pretty much.
But what if it's not that clear? Like maybe you have lots of products with similar volumes.
Yeah. If the PQ chart shows something like a 40.60 split, not a clear winnow, then you use PR analysis. Product routing.
Yep.
Our product routing. You map out the process steps each product goes through. Then you group together the products that follow the same or very similar routes. It helps you find product families based on how they flow through the system.
I see. Grouping by process, not just volume. Okay, smart. So you've picked your target. Step 3 is learn about lean. This sounds like the theory part.
It is, but it's crucial theory. This is where you get the foundations. Value, value stream, flow, pull, perfection. These are the core lean concepts.
And defining value seems key here.
Absolutely critical. And value isn't defined by you or your department. It's defined by the customer. What are they willing to pay for?
Okay, so how do you break activities down based on that customer view?
You put them in 3 buckets. First, value adding. These are the actions that directly change the product or service in a way the customer wants and pays for.
Right.
Assembling the parts, performing the core service.
Right, actual work.
Second, non-value adding, but necessary. These don't add value the customer cares about, but, well, you have to do them right now. Maybe regulations require them, or they're needed because of flaws in the current process.
Okay, things you want to reduce or eliminate eventually.
Exactly. The goal is to simplify or get rid of these long-term. And the third bucket, that's the target.
Pure waste.
Pure waste, non-value adding. Adds no value, isn't necessary, needs to go, like yesterday. This is where we talk about the famous 8 wastes.
Yes, downtime.
You got it. Defects, overproduction, waiting, not using people's skills, transportation, inventory or backlog, motion, excess processing, all stuff that just drains time and resources.
That mnemonic is super helpful. DOWNTIMA.
Oh.
Okay, and the source has this amazing case study, right, about brewing beer. What happened when they applied this?
Oh, the results were pretty staggering. Costs down 4% a year. Planning cycle cut from 3 weeks down to just 3 days.
Wow.
Wastage costs down 96%.
And 86%.
Yeah, out-of-date product costs went from like $1.3 million a year to $14,000. They completely eliminated $1.7 million in overflow warehousing costs. Con.
That's huge savings. But the really mind-blowing number was the value-adding time, wasn't it?
It really puts it in perspective. Initially, only 4.5% of their total process time was actually adding value.
4.5%.
After the improvements, they got it up to 18%, which is a massive jump, but still shows. 82% of the time was still technically non-value adding, even in the improved state. Shows how much opportunity there is.
Incredible. So improving workflow is a big part of this. Reducing work between steps. Linking processes.
Definitely. Reducing the batch size, the amount of work you do before passing it on, that cuts down storage, movement, all that inventory between steps. And linking processes, creating work cells, that really speeds things up.
How so?
Well, it encourages kind of a make one, move one flow, cuts inventory right down. It also makes quality problems obvious, much faster, saves space, and helps teams work together better. You design the layout around the flow.
Like a smooth river, not a swamp.
Exactly.
But rivers can still get blocked.
Yeah.
What about bottlenecks? The slowest points?
Right. Ideally, a line is balanced. Every step takes about the same time. But usually, there's a bottleneck. The slowest operation, that's your constraint.
And you need to find it.
You have to find it. Because improving the bottleneck gives you the biggest leverage for improving the whole system's speed. You either improve that specific step or maybe reallocate some of its work, share the load to speed things up overall.
Okay, tackle the slowest runner. And then there's this idea of pull versus push.
Yeah.
How does that fit in?
Pull is the ideal. In a pull system, the downstream process signals when it needs more work. Nothing moves until it's requested.
As opposed to
Push, where you just make stuff and push it down the line, whether the next step is ready or not. That's how you get those huge piles of inventory everywhere.
Right, I've seen that.
Pull is about making things only at the rate the customer actually demands it. And that rate has a name. Takt Time.
Takt time. Explain that quickly.
Takt is German for rhythm or beat. It's the heartbeat of the customer demand. You calculate it based on the net available work time divided by the customer demand during that time.
Give me an example.
Okay, say a customer wants 76 units today, and you have 7.6 hours of actual working time. Your takt time is 76 divided by 7.6, which is 10 units per hour, or 1 unit every 6 minutes.
So your line, especially the bottleneck, has to be able to produce at least 1 unit every 6 minutes to keep up.
Exactly. That's the pace you need to match.
Okay. So we've committed, chosen the stream, learned the concepts. Step 4 is map the current state, getting it all down on paper.
Or whiteboard, yeah. This is where you visualize the current reality. You draw icons for the customer, the supplier, production control. You add customer requirements, shipping info, receiving info.
All the inputs and outputs.
Right. Then you map out each process step, manufacturing, admin, whatever it is. And critically, you add data boxes for key metrics at each step. Cycle time, changeover time, uptime, inventory levels.
All the numbers.
All the key numbers. Plus, you draw the flow of information and the flow of materials. Show where inventory piles up with inventory icons. It's a detailed picture.
Any tips for doing this mapping effectively?
Oh yeah, crucial ones. First, always collect the information by walking the actual path. Go see it. Don't rely on old data or what people think happens.
Get your shoes dirty.
Exactly. Do a quick walkthrough first, end to end, get the big picture. Then go back for details, but start at the shipping end and work upstream, backwards.
Backwards. Interesting. Why?
It helps you understand the flow from the customer's perspective and see how downstream issues affect upstream processes.
Oh.
And use a stopwatch yourself. Don't just ask for times.
Okay.
And draw it by hand. Pencil and paper or whiteboard. You'll be erasing and changing things constantly. Digital tools often just slow you down at this stage. Keep it fluid.
And this current state map, this is where you calculate that value-adding percentage. The source had that shocking example. What were those numbers again?
Yeah, it's a hypothetical, but it makes the point starkly. Total process lead time, dock to dock, 105 hours and 22 minutes.
Okay, over 4 days.
But the actual value-adding time, the time spent transforming the product in a way the customer values, 7 minutes.
7 minutes out of over 105 hours.
Which gives you a value-adding percentage of 0.001%.
0.001%. That's almost nothing.
It shows just how much waste can be baked into a process without anyone really noticing the scale of it. Makes that 4.5% in the beer example look amazing by comparison.
Wow. Okay, so you've got this maybe horrifying current state map. Step 5 is determine key metrics. Why is this a separate step? Don't you collect metrics for the map?
You do, but this step is about consciously deciding which metrics are most important for driving improvement and tracking progress towards the future state. It focuses your efforts. It's about setting your dashboard.
Got it. What kinds of metrics are typical?
Things like cycle time per step, changeover time, equipment uptime, inventory levels, especially work in process, or WIP transportation time, that critical value-adding time, overall lead time, quality rates, whether it's push or pull flow, even the physical distance the product travels.
Whole range of things to track.
Yeah, it gives you a comprehensive view of performance.
Okay, current state mapped, metrics chosen. Now the exciting part. Step 6, map the future state. This is the vision, right? How it should be.
Exactly. This is your design for a lean process. It focuses on 3 key things: demand, flow, and leveling.
Okay, break those down. Demand.
For demand, you figure out your talk time, like we discussed.
Yeah.
You figure out pitch, basically, how often you'll release a small batch of work based on talk time. You check if your capacity matches demand. You plan necessary buffers, maybe a small finished goods supermarket if needed. You identify specific improvements needed, like maybe 5S or quick changeovers.
Okay. And flow.
Flow is about making things move smoothly. Where can you implement continuous flow? Maybe one-piece flow, small lots, work cells. How will you balance the work across operations? And crucially, how will you control upstream production using pull?
Pull signals.
Right, maybe using in-process supermarkets or Kanban cars or simple FIFO lanes, first in, first out. You also identified other methods needed, like standardized work or operator maintenance, to keep that flow going reliably.
Makes sense. And the third element, leveling.
Leveling, or hijinka in Japanese. This is about smoothing out the production volume and mix over time. Instead of making big batches of one thing then another, you try to make smaller quantities of different things more frequently.
So you can respond faster and more predictably.
Exactly. You level the mix, maybe make A, B, C instead of AAA, BBB, CCCC. And you level the volume by releasing small, consistent increments of work into the system, maybe using a visual hijinka box to schedule it. It creates a steady, predictable pull.
Like smoothing out peaks and valleys in demand.
Precisely. It makes the whole system calmer and more efficient.
And the impact of flow, pull, and leveling. The source had those amazing lead time reduction numbers. Can you share those again? They really drive it home.
They really do. So the before state, production lead time was 23.6 days. Inventory turns were 10.
Okay, pretty slow.
Then, just implementing continuous flow and pull systems, lead time dropped to 8 days, inventory turns tripled to 30.
Huge improvement already.
But then, adding leveling on top of that, production lead time dropped again, down to 5 days. And inventory turns soared to 484.
From 23 days down to 5 days, and inventory turning over almost 500 times.
It just shows the cumulative power of applying these principles systematically. It's not just tweaking, it's transforming the entire operation's speed and efficiency.
That's incredible. Okay, future state design. Step 7, create an improvement plan, the roadmap to get there.
Yeah, the vision is great, but you need a plan to make it real. This means a detailed yearly value stream plan, measurable goals, clear checkpoints, deadlines, named people responsible for reviewing progress.
So structure and accountability.
Absolutely. And you need to pick where to start. Often you want some quick wins to build momentum and belief. Look for the biggest opportunities.
And there's that interesting process mentioned, catchball.
Right. Catch-all is about collaborative planning. It's like passing ideas and questions back and forth between different levels and functions.
How does it work?
You ask critical questions. Why are we doing this? What's the customer impact? What savings or lead time cuts will we get? How does this fit our strategy? But it's not just asking. It's discussing, documenting, getting agreement. It ensures everyone buys into the plan because they helped shape it.
Shared ownership. Makes sense. Any other planning tips?
Yeah, the source lists a few good ones. Be realistic, but also be detailed. Play catch-ball, like we said. Communicate constantly. Make the plan visual. Put it up on a wall. Recognize good work along the way. And definitely celebrate successes to keep motivation high.
Good advice. Okay, final step, step 8. Implement the plan, making it happen, often with Kaizen workshops.
Exactly. Kaizen means continuous improvement, and these workshops are focused bursts of activity. A team gets together for, say, a week with clear objectives based on the future state map.
Like what kind of objectives?
Could be anything. Reduce batch size by 50%, cut changeover time to under 10 minutes, slash inventory in a specific area by 40%. Tangible, measurable goals tackled by the people who do the work.
And this isn't just a one-time fix, right?
Absolutely not. That's fundamental to lean. Continuous improvement never stops. You don't just map it once and you're done. You should be repeating the VSM process mapping, analyzing, improving probably every 3 to 6 months.
Always looking for the next improvement.
Always refining. It's a cycle. And the goal, as the source nicely puts it.
Keep it clean, green, and lean.
That sums it up pretty well. Sustainable, ongoing excellence.
Wow. Okay, what a journey through value stream mapping. We went from feeling overwhelmed by complexity to seeing how VSM helps visualize everything, find that hidden waste, design a better future, and systematically make it happen.
And those results, like cutting lead time from weeks to days, or boosting value-adding time significantly, they show it's not just theory, it delivers real, tangible impact.
It really does. So for everyone listening, maybe take a moment this week to think about the processes in your own world, at work or even at home. Where are those hidden value streams?
Yeah, what non-value-adding stuff might be happening just because, well, that's how we've always done it.
It makes you wonder, doesn't it? If you could find and eliminate even some of that waste, maybe not 96% like the brewery, but even a fraction, what could that change for you? For your team, for your customers?
What seemingly necessary steps are maybe just waste in disguise, ready to be challenged. Maybe start looking for your own bottlenecks, your own opportunities to create pull. It's a powerful lens to look through.